Kia ora kau, Bulavanaka, Talofalava, Malawalai, and a very good afternoon live down here at Sydenham Park. It is crisp, it is sunny for the first time in several weeks, and we have a brilliant game of Premier Kingstaff Metro Rugby coming up. We are most excited. This is brought to you, of course, the House of Travel Hornby's bringing you this one very kindly, and they've got a deal of the week. The House of Travel Hornby as well, Cruise the Mediterranean in 2027. So go and check out the House of Travel Hornby. Well worth your while to go and check that out. And yeah, just great to be here. Hoping you caught that there. House of Travel Hornby bringing you the Kingstaff Metro Premier competition. It is Sydenham taking on Marist Albion in what will be a fantastic game. As alluded to earlier, to quote Olliver, the glamour match, passion and a very rich history between the two clubs, with top four spots up for grabs and plenty of positioning up for grabs there. Great to be joined by my astute co-comments man today, Neil Olliver. Neil, great to have you on.
Thanks, Donny. It's good to be back. Still remember those fine days down in North Otago. They were great, weren't they?
Very special, mate. Very special time with you guys. And yeah, hopefully we get to have a game together at some time in the Heartland Championship as well. Great to see you go viral last year. No man more deserving, Neil. So brilliant to see you go viral in one of the games, and just waiting for you to come and team up with me and do a Heartland game together. Yes. As you've kindly reminded me, of course, Kieran McClay playing today. He's mid-Canterbury. I keep saying South Canterbury. Two different sides. Both wear green, but aside from that, this should be a terrific game. A lot of star players. I'll run through the two teams very shortly, but it will be a top four battle, and yeah, a lot to play for today.
Just before you go to the top teams, I just want to put a word in for our sponsor, Paula Rhodes, who's been great for us. She is, as Donny said, House of Travel Hornby, and she is promoting this week in particular the Cruise the Mediterranean in 2027. What a cruise it'll be. I think I worked out it's 5 weeks of luxury, really. So, Donny, you might be a starter for that.
Yeah, look, Neil, hoping you're going to shout me a trip across, and I'll come with you a little bit like our Oamaru trip where you looked after me down there. I think the Mediterranean might be slightly warmer, mate. So please get around that, the Cruise the Mediterranean 2027. And, of course, the Rhodes family, a very strong tie to the Sydenham Rugby Club, as we well know, of course. Benny Rhodes out there coaching, and it is a wonderful thing, and it's great that they are doing these deals, of course, in amongst the mist of winter at the moment. So always something nice mentally to look forward to there with the Cruise to Mediterranean. But enough about that for right now. I'm going to run through the two teams today taking on one another in this mouth-watering clash. I'm going to start with the home side, going from 1 to 15, Harris McRobbie, Keanu Van Staden, and Elroy Nakuma taking out the front row. Of course, the experience of Robert Brocklehurst, the ex-Linwood man, and the captain, Connor Smith, who has been doing wonderful things with the Sydenham club. Two very, very good locks, well proven, and their experience will be key today. Slightly less experienced loose forward trio, but looking forward to seeing some real athletic enthusiasm out there. Josh Podmore, of course, on the Fetchers side in 7. Fletcher Dew will be playing on the blind side, and the number 8, of course, a man who in fact has plenty of experience and needs no introduction, of course, playing rugby with Canterbury and the Crusaders, Torian Barnes, who will be looking to right a few wrongs as he was red carded in this game last season. A wonderful player and a brilliant attribute to the Sydenham club. Going through the back line now, Kieran McClay, a wonderful opportunity for him. He's obviously come from up the road down there in Ash Vegas. Maxi Hughes, after his time spent in Japan, he's moving out one playing pivot today. Plenty of pressure on him, and a great opportunity for him. Of course, family name that needs no introduction, Maka Whainganuku there on the left wing, the experienced centres of Tavita Ladu and the ever-strong Curtis McDonald. At outside centre, the right winger, Tyler Tapawitha, and fullback Logan Williams rounding out a very strong Sydenham side. On the substitutions bench, we've got Lachlan Harris, Ratana, Adrian Tavao, there the reserve front row reserves, Marcus Hamilton, Jacob Tuasani, there the loose forward, Silas Tauti, Roman Kino, and Zachariah Spain, rounding out the Super Sydenham side, coached by Mark Croft, Ben Rhodes, and Simon Lee. And I may as well walk you through the Marist Albion side. Of course, what a season they have been having. Neil and I will touch on that very shortly, but coming off a 100 points they piled on Burnside, 112 grubbing. My understanding, I should know, is that the game will come back with confirmation on that score. either way, they put 100 points on and they will be coming into this game absolutely oozing with confidence. James Gallan, Jacob Niha Manihira and Regan Pratt there, the front row. Filippo Viamatahu, John O'Callaghan, the locks. Luke Gill playing on the blindside flank, as he is usually a hooker. Frankie Mates, George Meffin, the captain, the man that scored a hat-trick here at Sydenham Park last year. Nick Shearer, the vice-captain. Shun Miyake bring plenty of Canterbury NPC experience into the thing. The ever-dangerous Nick Price and Alex Schapper on the wings. The midfield, of course, the experience of Elliott Smith and the young shining star Angus Hammett, Cameron Rowland, just as we see the Sydenham side trotting on now to Sydenham Park. Huge cheer from the crowd as we see on this crisp midwinter afternoon. Up they come, Sydenham, of course, led by their captain Connor Smith. And just to come back to the Marist Albion side, it is the fullback Cameron Rowlands rounding them out. Substitutes, of course, Rowan O'Gorman on 349 games. One off the record as we see the math. George Meffin bringing out the Marist Albion side, of course, the home team out. Traditionally first here of Sydenham, Marist Albion out second. Evan Tyndall and Henry Underhill, the other reserve front rowers. Ted Whiting, young up and rising player. Will Coonsai, Baraki and Jake Keenan, and of course the coaching tacticians that have been in many a final and a very strong side over the last decade. There's wonderful players and players in their own right with Super Rugby experience, even All Black for Benny Blair, and of course Ross Kennedy, and Crusaders. Neil, this is going to be a mouth-watering one. Sydenham are on the rise, they're on the up. They've had a couple of really strong games of late. Marist Albion, we've talked a little bit about what they bring. This is going to be a beauty.
Yeah, and we were remembering 2 years ago when George Meffin annihilated Sydenham almost by the Storming game. So he's back again, and that back line is pretty sharp. There's a lot of very good players. Marist, halfback with Mr. Shearer, and then Mihaki outside him, and one of our favourite long-term players, Elliott Smith. Should play, he will be feeding that back line. So back over to you because we're about to go.
Neil, you're absolutely spot on. Absolutely. Here we go. Miyake getting things kicked off in the King Staff Metro Premier Men's competition, and it is taken down by Sydenham as we see again towards the 22 million. Just take it slowly in the forwards properly just now. So the Sydenham with the ball in the way out. Just beyond the 22 metre line, so 25 metres out, it'll be Money Hera. Mates moving it wide now. They come on the Marist midfield. And here they go, Marist Albion slicing and dicing all the way through. Too easy. Over they go. Elliott Smith, the second five. Very well worked move through the centre, Neil. And just some wonderful crisp passing over to his left, and Elliott Smith just using his strength to get over the line there. Very, very quick start from Marist Albion.
Not very pleased to Elliott Smith, and then he goes and scores a try in the first 20 seconds of the game.
Made you look good though, Neil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made you look real good. That's got to be some sort of record there.
I was actually fiddling with the timer and I just saw the very end of it, so you'll have to talk about how they made that break there, Donny.
Just pure strength it was actually, and it was so quick off the top of the line out from Filippo Viamatahu. A well-worked move down to Frankie Mates, the feature, and very quick from Shearer off the base here.
That Mates name sounds a pretty familiar name in long-term Canterbury rugby.
She's a pretty common name, as we see Shun Miyake. Very, very good goal kicker, plenty of experience in tough league. Gang said, no trouble. It is Marist Albion to a really lead. Sydenham leading this one 7-0. Still very early days, considering they're looking at the ball. Just want to see
Yeah, well, it's
Can't speak loud enough. Some wonderful things. Yes! Strongly. Oh, beautiful play there from Connor Smith using his skill. Loose head and feet in the first scrum of the game. Just really interesting to see what scrums all up today.
Yes, Sydenham have down I think reserves with Simply while we're talking about that, what did you think of last night?
Oh, yeah, we got. I'll be touching on that one indeed. A wonderful, gritty win to the Crusaders. Brilliant job over a very strong blue side that never gave up. Showed a lot of ticket in 14 men, and three things to me that won it: defence, scrummaging, and Will Jordan.
I was going to say that there are a lot of good players in that team, and a lot of them made just a real mistake here. But one who didn't was
fantastic player. Yeah, no, he was. As we've seen, it's a nice scrum there from Sydenham, but Marist Albion tuck it away, and a really nice run. He has gone into touch, but he's a dangerous player. Nick Price, he's probably one to watch out for today. Some nice defence, just as we've seen the play, getting up a little gingerly. They dealt with him there. He's someone they'll want to watch. It was a nice play there on the short side, though, from Nick Shearer.
Yeah, I love to see short side play. I think it's often underused. They used it well there.
Here we go. Will be Sydenham. That's nice defence though, Neil, and that's, you know, we need that today from the Sydenham side, just as we see play getting a bit of attention, and we're off the ball, so we're going to come back to our comments, man, Neil. Neil, you'll be hoping there's not too many injuries, otherwise you'll be doing all the talking off the ball.
That's right.
In the comments, man.
I agree with you. The scrum last night really came on in the second half, didn't it? That's where they really put the pressure. First half, Auckland held them up, but the Canterbury boys.
Yeah, it was quite incredible to see a tight head prop go 80 minutes yesterday in Fletcher Newell, and to see loose-headed prop George Bauer go 68. Clearly trusting that front row, that starting front row, a lot more than the second string front row, and they did a job. It's a lovely line out from Rockall. Here we go, Maxie Hughes, boot to ball, Sydenham. Looking to move it downfield, they've gone back to the fullback. Here we go. What's he got for us? Honks it back downfield towards the 22-metre line for Sydenham. And this is a young buck, it's a new player. May well be Williams for the blonde. Smith and nice. Sydenham are going to get on with it. And they're
Great work, Jimmy. Get up. Great work, Jimmy. Fucking drill them good.
Gilly, take one. Take it. Here we go. Play. Held up and under. Gary Owen. Bascik. Nicely taken down by Marist Albion.
Move, George. Move.
Young Williams. Moves it forward to Maxie Hughes. Maxie Hughes put the ball in behind the Marist. Then Miyake, and we know what he's going to do. One thing, smash.
Maxie Hughes' kick there was one he used a lot. He came on very late against Canterbury University. And he is very good at putting that ball in between two players. Did it again there. It just gives you more time. Good to see Max back into his We played against Lincoln 2 or 3 years ago and had a great game in that line. Just thought he was capable of.
I don't quite get that right there. Monarch's impressed me so far. Didn't quite know that. Nicely peeled off there from Miha Money here. Now they go to Elliot Smith. They're going to have to watch him today. The open sort of flank and not miss him on that occasion. 5, Callahan. The big tall timber, the Irishman. Here we go, Shimmiaki. I like the way he took that to the line. Touch on that very short. Yamato, usually find him on the blind side, today we find him on the top. Plenty of experience here. How common some of these Marist Albion players are. Year after year they come back and he tries a chip kick and that's an absolute berry cracker. There, the shocker at its finest. Shearer, the little tap on the weak kick in behind. And that is tactical and puts McClay under pressure. McClay's done exceptionally well. It has gone back to Marist Albion. They should have keeps it in. Marist Albion get across it and a penalty. Don't think that was the right option there in my opinion on McClay now.
Well, he came back 20 metres. That wasn't a bad option, but yeah, I'm not sure.
He did well to cover it.
Was he penalised there for holding on?
No, it was a quick penalty, wasn't it? And McClay, he did right. He did do well to get back because there was some serious pressure on him. Initially did exceptionally well to stay off the touchline, but then just probably needed to put it out to give his side a bit of a rest. As we see Marist Albion sort of getting on with it. And Nathan, the captain, has it back. It's a little untidy. It's very untidy. They didn't quite nail that one out there, Albion. Sydenham will be relieved to get the ball here now.
Yes, I think so. Yep. As you said, Miyahaki started that by doing that big long ranger. Here we go, John! Back in their own half. They're playing in their game plan to send them back.
Fantastic kicking there, hydrated here, which is exactly what we need in those first class series. Everything was perfect until I popped up here from Sydney. 2 or 3 really good offloads. On the game, when they're holding on to the ball and running it. They have some good strong runs.
Let's go, get up there! Up! There you go, boys, get up! Let's go, Ray! Help now, Locke! Help him out, John! Stay on! Get him up, John! Come long, long! Pull him here, Frank!
Leading this one 7-zip. It's not the end of the world, we all know.
Up there, up!
Well, I really appreciate the wonderful players that the team have in fact put together for me today. I'm really impressed with it. Team sheet just is changing it now. Yes, they're doing a wonderful job. It's great to have the scoreboard. It's come a long way. So really grateful to being able to see the teams today and keep up with so much easier. So really grateful for that. But yeah, they've sort of come things down.
Hit him up, Regan, here we go! All right. Stay on, Gilly, stay on! Much better.
That's brilliant. It's wonderful play. They go out wide. And here come Marist Albion. First inches away here. Strong ball back into the flank of their gill. And referee just things back here. They're running hard. Marist Albion, they look dangerous.
Indeed, and I guess you don't get 100 points without being a pretty sharp team.
Yellow card. Excuse. A yellow card there. Infringement from Sydenham. Max Hughes still on the field. So we will get a confirmation. Get an idea as to what is the yellow card. Sydenham. Number. In the meantime, Marist Albion with the line out. And a strong take there from Smith. So this is the second five. Yeah, Latu. Latu has been done. Here come Marist Albion surging for it. Rumbling on. Here's a roll. Too easy. Over they go. It is a money hitter who is over for the Marist Albion side. And that was always going to be hard to stop. Very well worked off the line out there, Neil, and just a nice try. And Sydenham will be just a little bit disappointed with the discipline.
Nice leaps!
As they defended really well for the last
Well done, boys!
Yes, yeah, Marist were really putting it on quickly, aren't they?
The ruthless side, I think we all expected that. It is Jacob Nihart money here, so young boy coming through the ranks. Getting a side. He has played a few games this year. So you saw it, we started with we started with a really good player. And Nato was truly off the pitch. So now it should was kicking. So they pushed that lead. Really frantic. There we hit for a few minutes. Marist Albion coming comes down. And option back forwards to get the job done.
Did that get converted?
Pushed. Very hard to see in the sunshine. It was really hard to see. I didn't believe it was. Hard to see right into the sun there as to whether should be up. I don't believe it did.
Pavilion right on the road.
Very hard to see.
1, 2, 8.
No, I was right. I thought I was right. I was feeling certain it wasn't. They're doing down the edges to give us confirmation that Elliot Smith puts that heavily onto the some aggressive territory, but doesn't put it out. So it will be Williams who kicks that back. It's a bit of force back here. Shun Miyake's. I've noticed how deep he is today. Half back on the 22 so 12-0 Sydenham pounds. Right. In front. That's back. Hughes. It is a penalty here to Sydenham.
Yeah, they haven't scored too many penalties today, so they'll be glad for this one. Speaking of the lineouts, Donny, last night I thought Helen Grace did extremely well in those last 10 minutes. Right on the tips of his fingers to save the Crusaders a few times there.
It's a wonderful line-out forward. Torian Barnes also a very good line-out loose forward as well, but yeah, sort of in the mould of a Helen Grace with the line-out. He is one of the best line-out jumpers in the country. He has been for a number of years. He's had some really bad injuries, and he was critical when he came on. His fresh legs and experience there.
Great reserve to have.
He is, he is. He's experienced now. As we see, nice attacking opportunity for Sydenham. And they can't get their line out right either. So there's about 3 or 4 line outs that neither of the Crows are just right here. They go. Marist Albion galloping away here down the sideline. This is wonderful play here from Marist Albion. And he is Sydenham who have come up with the ball, so they tried to nudge it forward, and Sydenham have got it on the 22 metre line. No, they're going to hold on to it. Mistake from McConnell. Here we go. Oh, look at the step. Was I not seeing it? Williams. Is he Williams with the step? Yes. Rumbling it forward. Using that. Post contact meters. They nudge it.
Stay mucker!
8 day with the sunshine here. Goodness me, we haven't seen it since King's birthday weekend. It was nice to see it. So that's a great nudge. Williams has done well. He's impressing me so far. He's impressing me on a couple of occasions when he bangs out. And here he is, Shinmiyaki. He's been waiting down there, his experience key. Rollings, Cameron Rollings. Rollings looks to go long. It's in the centre place. Sydenham and the galloping.
You can do that.
There's a penalty to Marist Albion. Has it got Sydenham for offside in there?
You're on camera.
Huku was gone, had his skates, had his boarding pass, he was ready to take off.
Yes, Logan Williams has been a great addition to Sydenham father, Scottish mother, number 18s.
I thought it was Welsh with the name like
Very,
Williams.
very fast, as you will see during the games. Hopefully, get them for the open.
Looking forward to some insights from Neil today. There's a lot to do with Sydenham Rugby Club. Not his childhood or family club, of course, the wonderful man Summers. The adopted club and his son's club here, Ashley. Australia. He does
Speaking of Mount Summers today, Donny, they have
Go, get up here, Johnny.
Yeah, gutsy effort.
Go long, Ray.
That is
Right,
incredible.
Ray.
This
Come
is
out here, boys.
This
Here we go.
It's great to hear. In such a small.
Here we go, Ray.
a lot of shepherds play for them.
Stay right! Stay
leading to the referee, come with a penalty. Hughes beautifully taken, firing at Huku. Running it here for Sydenham, looking to get things moving. Here comes McLeay. Now they go to the lock. Ryan, the captain, over the game line here. Moving things, getting a bit of flow on here. Here's McLeay. McLeay's taking on a nice tackle. They hold him up the Marist Albion side. Sydenham driving in some real work. Looking to get it to ground. Sydenham do get it to ground. Looking to get things moving here. Playing at a slightly faster pace. Hughes. It's a nice run here. Using their big forward Sydenham. Who's at halfback? He knows well. Curtis McDonald. Big strong. Liam Matahu does a lot of work off the ball.
Yes, sir.
Williams is really from coming off the back fence. Looked like it was Brockle. There we are, Barnes. Crosses up. Right idea. Just a I like the fact every time Sydenham are holding on to the ball, getting obviously over the game line and using the big play, they look more dangerous rather than getting in a kicking battle with Marist.
Exactly, that was a good series. They used the second line there too. I think Luke came through from the back early on.
Cuddy, you go.
They look dangerous to me. They look like a pretty good side. A little bit similar to that game last night, but they look well and truly dangerous. If they get ball attention today, they'll have no problem coming through Marist Albion. Know what they can do. I think it's getting out of this kicking job. They need to play in this half as much as they can. I know it's basically, yeah, like when they're stringing together phases. This is beautiful play here from Shearer and the fullback. Look at him. You know how dangerous he is. Nick Price surging away. Price, this is too easy. Away he goes and over the try line. Absolutely punishing. That is a ruthless piece of rugby here from Marist Albion. It just shows how dangerous they are. Shearer going the short side, using the pace, speed and skill of Rawlings, flicks it to Price, and probably answers a lot of questions as to why they were able to punish Burnside last week the way they did.
I was watching two grandsons playing, dare I say, rugby league this morning, and at the sort of 7 and 10-year-old, you see a lot of boys running, doing little side steps and forwards, and you notice Shearer there, very well done. He went one way, came back the other way, and then threw the Sydney defence just out by that sort of half metre, and then excellent passing by Marist Albion to go.
You're perfect there from Marist Albion. Price has shown us this year how hard it is to stop him once he's got a run. It's just brilliant meters. Those flags have stayed down. So that one, another pretty tricky kick there from the corner. He's pretty good though, Yaki. Doesn't miss an awful lot. So they go to a 17-0 lead. Very well deserved. That was a beautiful piece of rugby. Barely went touched. Huge credit there to the Marist Albion backline. We know how dangerous they are. Shearer.
Hit him! Yeah. Go, Johnny!
Incredible. For money, he's jumped up and tucked that back in. Olliver, that is incredible. And now they've got the ball. I don't even know. He looked like he had all the time in the world.
He's put them all over on that angle, hasn't he? 45 degrees.
He's not only
wipers, which were not
it was very solid.
Yes, probably the effect of having been there as a coach, maybe.
That is
played at a very high level.
Yes, indeed. Goes for the here come the Marist Albion side. Butter coming off the line out more, driving strongly over the ground. They've got it trapped at the back. It's looking very safe. It is, of course. Nihar Money Hero, Jacob Nihar Money Hero with the ball. Still moving now. Shearer looking to get his hands on it. Inches away here. The Marist Albion side of this. Method that picks it up. There's a go. What's going on here? Referee getting the road.
Oh, is that what that's?
Might well have been. Collided with the team, so he's going to scrub to against everything. I'll be a little bit disgruntled. That kick was perfect. I probably can't say enough about it at the moment, to be honest. It's hard not to.
Donny Bell, we're not going to be bringing you back too many times if this is going to happen.
Coming off that score last week, though, it's hard not to think that they were going to attack. But
they're taking with
still
precision, aren't they? They're getting down our end of the field, or Sydenham's end. They're not making mistakes that you're right.
Back up. That's it. Scrum's
definitely. Harris McRobbie has been around 3-4 years, and he's a pretty good player on that. I've seen him now. You see him playing a lot more. Two good, strong
experience there. You know, his size. There's a penalty, scrum penalty to Marist Albion left from the captain. Goes quickly. He's pulled it back here. The referee hasn't let him go. Maybe said he's gone too early. The tap and go, so it will be Shumniaki. He puts puts this one in, and it will be a line out. Marist Albion put in. Sydenham almost on their own goal line defending here. Must have set defence gone too early then.
Yellow card plays back.
He should be back on. Methven takes it nicely off the line. It was trapped at the back by Frankie Nates. They surge for it. It's some really good play from Marist Albion, but referee saying it's been knocked on in there. So well done Sydenham. There's a mini win for them, certainly. They'll get the ball, they've done well, defended, put a bit of pressure on and come up with it, but that rolling over, which looks pretty good from them.
I'm glad to get out of that. It'll be interesting to see how they exit this now, Donny. Lovely day here, as Donny mentioned, the autumn colours are magnificent as the sort of end before winter. Sydney, this is called the SCG by good friend Simpson, just behind us there. And this is good to see the South Africans giving the Australians a bit of tapping up. This is near that shot from what you see. The opening for the wonderful 100 there, as we see this is going to
Across, Shoe, get across!
Yes, he took his time.
He's done really well there. He's taken some real pressure off. It's a really
good series of plays there by Sydenham to do a exit some high quality years today. This line it goes, you can see right down the line, which is good here, this one.
He's nicely taken by George Methven there on the halfway line.
Go Shoey!
Jimmy Aki. Big pressure on Williams. Latu, Tavita Latu. Williams did well here.
Get up, Mucker!
Marist Albion, the outside backs, now they use.
Go get him, John.
Inside centre pairing, so Hammer had it before, now it's Elliott Smith, and Sydenham have just picked that up and gone straight over the top. That is there they go, Sydenham hold on attack, Latu running it, they need players here, they've done well, just gone straight over the top. Taking Marist Albion's ball to play under plenty of pressure, and it will be a penalty chance for Sydenham.
Yes, Tavita Latu's having a great game, he's been involved in a lot, hasn't he? Played for Northland last year, Donny.
He's a good young player, isn't he? And he was up there with a Tunny farm.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a lack of female Sydney. Son Ollie up there now. And he was doing really well this year. I thought he really picked up. Watch this.
Comes Sydenham with a rolling ball. 7 and going 0. 30 minutes gone in the first half. Latu. Smith still moving. Latu still nice rugby as McDonald got over. Curtis McDonald. Just going back to
Get up!
Peters has been very strong this year. Vika is probably showing up in this game.
Get on him! Get on him!
Barnes, Kenny Link. Nice the tech by the fullback William. Wonderful. This is much better play. Smith. Straight through comes Sydenham, heading towards the try. Really coming strongly at this Marist Albion side. Here's Hughes. Tucks the ball wide. It's Lato.
Yes!
Barnes over! Try Sydenham! Game on!
You warmed him up with your comment
Really
before,
nice work
Donny.
from Torian Barnes. Wonderful job. Two beautiful pieces of individual rugby from Torian Barnes and gets over the line. It wasn't too down, of course. Well worked by Barnes. What an influence he had. Updating. Come back.
Well, that was a great run, wasn't he? He puts swivel into that last move. He just didn't run through over the top of him. And got past them through. Great run. He'd just done a run before that as well. Good to have him back. He's been out. He's a good kicker as well.
Yes, he's nudged there. Williams so scores 17 now, 7. We've seen some great tries today.
Go, Frank, go!
Williams.
Please! Get sir! No, no! Great save!
Beautiful hands. Here we go, the right winger doing well here, Scott Buck. Put it in the right Matai's just cannot hold on to it. Chance going moving here. What an offloading run from beautiful play. Neil is just bringing up some scores and I'll run you through some upscores.
We've got Old Boys 10, University of Canterbury's 0. Interesting one. Very interesting. Linwood 17, Belfast 7.
Here we go, Ray!
Lincoln University 6 inside. The comeback 21. They were Christchurch 7. They'll be pleased to get out of that number. Tumble Wave 12, Shirley Premier 10. It's close on the east side. That's it, I think. So, yeah, I guess quite interesting.
Stay right!
From Sydenham beyond Steve actually. Forward nicely. Outside. It's disappointing. Even Marist Albion. 4 minutes to go. They've given up possession. They'll be disappointed here, Sydenham.
Yeah, I never like commenting on those ones. I can never tell exactly what the ref sees. And I hate these ones where the opposition team seems to touch with a fingertip from millisecond.
given Marist Albion a ticket here. What a line seen here strong and they're going to go to the hook of money here. There he goes. Back to the line out. Sydenham putting some some very good defence there. Some nice defence from Barnes making the use of himself. He's been very good today. Sharing out, tucking it out the arc. But unfortunately, he's gone behind the place.
Hard!
Marist Albion still chance. Oh, look at that from Shearer. Look at the skill.
Hard in the middle!
These guys.
Get up, Muscat!
No pressure from Marist Albion.
Straight in!
Using beautiful footwork, can he find his man? McLean, he does. Tucks it to Barnes, Torian Barnes, beautiful inside. Will Smith We've got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Two very good club sides and a wonderful try. Sydenham has said, do not count us out. We are still in this game and we're going to try and take you in through the middle. And over they go. Very nice try there, Neil.
Well, Donny Bell, I can point that back to you saying, let's see what Marist do up on the 5 metre line.
Indeed.
And they didn't do much because Sydenham came back very well. That was a great bit of rugby, wasn't it? Right through.
Yeah, let's just allude to, I said Money Hero would take it off the back and have a go, and he did do that. Sydenham had to defend here. 17-7, they had to defend, and they did, and they've just run 90 odd metres and scored a try. So terrific work there from Sydenham to be able to stop that line-out drive if Marist Albion says it all, Neil.
Yeah, Torian Barnes with a big part of that. He got his hand round. They told one of the Marist flickers tried to pull him out of it.
Williams banks that between the horns, so scores now 17-14. So Sydenham are showing a lot of heart, and rightly so. They're playing at home, they're playing against a good side. You want to be matching this team. If you want to be in the top four, they've got to take it to Marist Albion today, and they're doing just that.
Listen, I hope our good old Masters player down the fence is watching this. Look after
Yes.
Out of Mid-Canterbury, may I mention?
Yes, so he is indeed, and I'll tell you what, so Marist Albion have still got a chance gone begging from that line out right there, not quite getting it nailed, but it's been plenty of stars Torian Barnes, Williams, Torian Barnes especially, hitting from the front from Sydenham, Marist, and flashes Shearer.
Wait, this ball will be at halfway.
Cameron Rowlands has been there, I believe, for at least 3 to 4 years.
He's very quick.
He looks different because he's not sporting his famous mullet. He's been named, this is nice play. Can't say he won himself 7. Here he goes, been starting, can he find McLean? McLean moving, beautiful work, does he? Oh, if he kept that ball in, tell you what, there's something really brewing here, well and truly, but they're at the right end of the field here now.
Yeah, and I love seeing County play so well. As I said, three tries above him. He hasn't had a lot of rugby, he's always been in reserve, but he's relishing being in the starting. So they're really good against University of Canada.
He's a good
Big
player.
scrum, Sydney.
It's good to hear about a real
Big
just
scrum.
how his season's going. Then starting here, he's been in and out of a side.
Take a look at number 3 too, Donny. Just the second boy there. He is Fiji. He's been with us probably 3 or 4 years now. He's a very quiet man. I see him putting the ref what to do at one point. So he's learning quickly. He's a big, strong boy. Very nice.
Yes, boys!
Beautiful pick up there from Elliot Smith. That ball's at his feet.
Yeah.
I know you can't talk highly enough of Elliot Smith already in this game, and here's Sean.
Work right!
Here, another attacking opportunity. Beautiful hands there, as we see. Wasn't it nice for the Jew? Yeah, bit of Jew on the ground, and Jew out there playing as well. Sydenham Jew one here. Oh, what a pick-up. We've talked about Elliot Smith's. Yes, that's the pick-up from the Sydenham player. Wonderful ball. Oh, nicely held up. This is good play. Here they come. Here comes Sydenham. They've got their tails up. They've got their hands on the ball. Short ball. Podmore. Still with it. Play on. Play. Nice hand. Smith, beautiful from Latu to Williams. Magical football here from the Sydenham side. They're holding on to it, as I said, and I've said it all game. When they hold on to it, when they're not kicking it, when they're running it, they look good. Beautiful distribution there. Referee's got his hand up for the penalty. McDonald now taking it to ground for the Sydenham side. Moving on here, McLean. Once again, the distribution of those big wide forwards has been brilliant. Latu defending strongly and stoutly here. Marist Albion, they're going to have to. It's a Sydenham side. It's extremely dangerous. There's 2 unanswered tries after 3 well-worked tries from Marist Albion. We're going to go back to the penalty. Donald looking to get on with it. And Sydenham here, what are you thinking, Neil? We're thinking a line out. Thinking a scrum, kick it goal, what are we doing?
Well, I'm just looking at the time there. We don't stop for
43.
Yeah, it won't be 43. It'll be 40. We haven't that many stoppages, have we? So we must be very close to the end of the clock, which might be why they're taking a penalty. Yeah, this will make it even.
So you reckon it's 40 with the injury time? Stoppage time due to the injury. He'll be more happy he's invited me along now. Scores aren't 17-0. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you know of the association.
He's just dropping me off, and I'm going with Landy after the game. So the whole
boots on today, and he misses. He dare the goal, you know. He dare the goal.
Very close to it.
It is, it's half time. The teams are running out today. Great to be here, Donny Bell, and absolutely lots of back on the commentary. Taking you through club rugby, a thing I've had a lot of involvement with through podcasts, commentary, interviews, and just been so lucky to be involved in the club game for so long and to be invited along here to commentate. What a game we've witnessed so far. Of course, 3 tries playing 2. 17 Marist Albion leading Sydenham 14 at the break here at the Cone Staff Metro Premier Competition. We'll be back very shortly. Donny Bell and Olliver along with this one live from Sydenham Park.
I might just go and see if I can get hold of this. I'll just sit down here. Be back in a second, maybe. Okay, I've got a man coming in, not at all unused to sitting in this seat here, mainly for cricket. And perhaps we'll start with Cricket Ivan. And did you watch any of the Australia vs South Africa last night?
Yes, I did. Actually, I thought the test match would probably not last 3 days, but the pitch got better at Lord's, and that was sort of illustrated by guys like Stark and Hazelwood being able to hang around for so long. So I'm not surprised really that even though they're chasing 280, South Africa are in a strong position. I don't think, well, unless something Australia gets a couple of early wickets, it's over. But yeah, I think Lords has got a reputation for improving over, as the second, third, fourth day. So yeah, I would predict they South Africa win, considering only 2 down there in 69.
And you've been doing the cricket crossword over there with your mates, but what have you thought? Donny and I think this has been a great game.
It is a great game. I think last time I saw Marist play, I was impressed by their back line. Young Methvin got away on us a couple of times.
Yes.
And this time it's the same. Marist, as soon as the back line gets into gear, and they're very slick, very quick, and our defence, Sydney's defence, struggles to contain them. But that only happens occasionally, and I think if Sydney can contain the outside backs, they'll hang in there. And, I think in the forward, Sydney has, I wouldn't say dominant, but certainly has power with Marist. That was shown by the 2 great tries that they scored. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. I think if Sydney hold on to the ball and minimise the error rates, they will hang on. But they've got to really shut down that Marist back line.
Players just stand out. You saw. Guys are going to be asked for comments.
Well, I'm not familiar with some of the Marist names, but clearly their outside backs are very quick. Nice.
Yeah. Far wing,
yes. He's got good acceleration, got a good sidestep, and they certainly need to close him down. So, but yeah, I think I said we'd keep it tight and minimise the errors. I think they could. It was an upset here. I think Marist were expected to win, but Sydney is definitely competitive, and it's going to be a good second half.
Torian Barnes really stood out in that last 20 minutes.
Yes, he did.
He really played like a guy who's on the squad
from
NBC, etc.
Yeah, that was a sensational drive. He basically sides 22 got the ball, and we went through.
And he's with 2 quite new guys. I'm not sure if you know, but Kitchaju was very confident about last 5 minutes as well. Yeah. And I do. The way they are playing right through. Rob Rocker just came back last week just for about 10 or 15 minutes, and he was playing so he's been off. I saw him putting in a lot of effort there in the last 20 as well. The front row's been good, considering we've lost Ollie Ryan and Henry.
No delays.
Harris McRobbie along with Keanu.
Yeah, I think one of the things about club rugby is that, and it's pretty unpredictable in some ways, because teams can lose players to not only injury, but they get dragged into NBC, or they get picked by Olliver to play NBC in another province. And it really tests the depth of clubs. And it's I think Metro Rugby needs to be very careful here, because Div 2 isn't that strong, Colts isn't that strong, and so the depth of players coming through into the Premier grade is being tested as players get dragged off. So, but that's club sport. It's probably the same in cricket. So we'll just see how some of these young guys go for Sydney. Maybe that matters.
Right. Thanks very much for stepping in, giving Donny Bell a bit of a break. He's
Go Sydenham!
Penalties went Marist way in the first probably 30 minutes, but it's been a bit more even. Williams to go for the line.
Back ball! Back ball! Back ball! Back ball!
There's a big run by Tory, straight down the middle. Quick ball out, and he's come back. Mute you, Donny.
Thank you very much, Neil. Yes, I'll tell you what, he's come back with a vengeance, Torian Barnes has. We are. Oh, can he hold on to it? He can't. The blindside flanker, that would have been some try if he had held on to that and managed to put it down on Fletcher G. And boy, was he due. Couldn't help myself. But I'll tell you what, I was just having a pretty animated chat to Ivan Thompson, good Sydenham man, and these packs are very evenly matched here, Neil.
Yes.
It's all going to be if Sydenham can hold on to the ball and work it through, and can they contain that extremely dangerous, experienced Marist Albion pack line.
Yeah.
They are the keys to me.
Ivan being a fast man himself, and of course with Nick Thompson being one of the quickest ever be on the
New
Sydenham
Zealand
park.
sevens, yeah.
They appreciate fast wings, and he thinks Marist are very dangerous out there, so we'll see how we go.
I'm guessing Ivan would have played a fair bit of rugby himself, I would have thought, back in the day.
Only played when he was older.
Oh, is that right? After a bit of pressure here.
New Zealand hockey players, of course.
Good sporting family, that's for sure. Here we go, Hughes. Getting on with it here. Williams running. Beautiful gliding run. There's a very nice tackle made on him by Angus Hammett there, the outside centre. Good young player, but they've got the ball here. Tell you who's impressed me is Connor Smith's ability and skill. That's wonderful from Hughes. McDonald runnings. Hard to contain. Sydenham picked up where they left off well and truly with the momentum currently in this game. Robbie, of course, in that first 25 minutes, it was well and truly all Marist Albion in the last quarter of an hour. Sydenham hit back and they've picked up where they left off here. Hot on attack, the Sydenham side have got it. McClay, Hughes, McDonald searching, beats one, beats two, beats three, beats four. McDonald! Unbelievable try. Individual effort. McDonald is over and Sydenham are over, and he's just beaten 4 would-be's.
I think he bet more than 4 there, Donny.
You reckon 5 by the end?
You're getting excited about the 4th, but I think he went a couple more.
Tell you what, should we just say big 15?
Well, it will be by later in the night.
It will be by later in the night. That is some try. They need this. They will want a lead. They are playing exceptional rugby, but we know how dangerous. We know that Marist Albion can score anywhere at any time. But right now, we need to talk about Sydenham and what McDonald's done. How important is this kick here, Neil, from the sideline?
Yeah, I didn't realise you were so far wide, because we have to, in order to do our commentary, we really have to watch the screen quite a bit. And I didn't realise they were so far over, so this will be a difficult one for Logan Williams.
And I'll tell you what, I'll give it props very shortly. Williams. It's over! Converted. Banks it. Right between the horns, and Sydenham, for the first time in this game, in the Canstaff Metro Premier Men's competition, take the lead. It's 21, playing Marist Albion 17. We see now Shimiaki looking to get things going here. We will go around the grounds very shortly. Just a reminder here as it's taken down by Sydenham on the 22-metre line. You feel very badly if I didn't just let you know this is brought
Here we go, hands! Get him up, hands! Get him up!
And once again, great to be on the Sydenham live stream. Great to see the man in the blue jacket out there standing on the scaffolding in his beanie, braving the cold out there, Ash Olliver, and the wonderful work the, of course, media team are doing here. The director and the cameraman out there waving it. So,
yep, shout out to Bailey. She's doing
Bailey on the visuals,
flicking from screen to screen. She's got three
she's
cameras.
Smiling.
She's got
That's a good start.
Again, she's got our problems of when I put on the wrong score and things like that.
She's doing all the hard
Give us a slap.
You guys are only human. Bailey doing a wonderful job here.
And there are three
Inside the
people
studio.
on the camera, 2 up on the scaffolding, and Leah is really good at the low shots. She
Roman
gets right
Cameron.
down low on the screen.
And speaking of scrums, it's a nice steady one from Sydenham. Beautiful little intro. Give me McDonald! McDonald can't find Lardo. Rectifying his tackle on the inside. Referee has said a knock on. It will be Sydenham ball. Talk about a momentum change here, Neil. Let's discuss the momentum swing we have seen over the last short while, late in that first half in Sydenham and early in the second half. I tell you what, Sydenham have got their tails up. What do you expect to see from them here?
Well, just looking at that move, what I was, because I have the ability, because you're doing the main commentary, to sort of watch some other players. And Maxi Hughes, after he passed that, he went like a rocket to give support outside. Which
Get
is
him up,
wonderful.
John!
He's a quick player.
Get him up! Let's go!
Marist were a
Go,
bit lucky
go,
there. They
Jim!
stuck out a hand.
Get up, Ray!
That's why that ball went down.
They'll be relieved to have done that, I would have thought.
It's been marginal. But yes, they're using their backs a lot. It started with a few of those runs earlier on. We saw they weren't just going to simple old 3-man pods. They were moving the ball around. Great to see.
And you don't often see this Marist Albion sort of pressure. Well, you haven't this year. I'm not saying in general. And nice scrum here from Sydenham. There we go. Max Hughes going to the short side. McDonald. Oh, if Whainganuku could hold on to that. I like what they're doing though. I do like what they're doing. They're running straight. They're running hard. And I like the idea. That was the right idea to go down the blind side there. Neil just couldn't quite hold on to that Whainganuku.
Yeah, very quick passes, and he was probably getting those big legs moving to keep up, and he had to go high for it. He goes a lovely throw by the Marist hooker.
Interesting here. They've got the score of Sydenham 19. They will adjust. Oh, here we go. They've adjusted it. We had the score right. They had the score right on the app. Neil Olliver all over it. 21-17. Sydenham here leading Marist Albion. Williams. It's been safe as houses when they've put pressure on him with the high ball. Some brilliant tactical kicking from the Archie Elliott Smith as well. But Sydenham so far diffusing most of it. Now Maxi Hughes. So will Marist Albion look to run with their just going to they had out on the full, well picked up there by Neil. Boys Wild Boys leading the University of Canterbury 17-10 and what looks like a humdinger there. Then slowly coming back, but Old Boys still leading that. 36-7 over the Belfast side at the moment. Neil 21-17 here. New Brighton Lincoln University. What looks like one of the games of the round as well, leading that one 10-9 in a tight one. Burnside leading Christchurch 49-21 currently. And Shirley, bit of a surprise, are leading Sunday 23 playing 19 around the grounds. By the team here. Sydenham with the ball. Back to it. McClay. Hughes. Some nice defence there from Marist Albion. Had to make the tackle. Luke Gill and does so. But Sydenham still well and truly alive. Latu. No, here's real trouble. Here's real trouble. That's the problem when you lose the ball. You give Marist Albion a sniff, and we know how dangerous their outsides are and putting immense pressure on Sydenham with a ball, but they find themselves here knockbacks out Sydenham ball, but they're inside their 22. That's the only problem. The passes haven't quite found their man on a couple of occasions going down that left edge there. So they'll just have to be careful because Marist Albion do have a very, very dangerous backline. Although we're going to go to the knock-on here, Neil. It's so tight. It's really on a tight rope at the moment.
Logan Williams' speed helped there. He didn't quite manage a perfect tackle, but he got his hand on the ball, just slowed them a bit. The Marist guy did really well to catch the ball. This is a fight to the death, I think, this game. Elliot Smith pointing out to his outsiders where he wants them to go. I think he fancies getting into the corner. He might be just watching Williams come out to the outside position here. So Williams goes back. I like to see a guy who reacts to the opposition.
He's impressed me. He has. We've had some very good fullbacks come through the Sydenham Rugby Club, and he could be an addition to that.
Who are you thinking of? Daryl Lilly?
Flower Pot. Yeah, Flower Pot Lilly was pretty handy. Guy called Daniel Frenson wasn't half bad in his time.
Yeah, just remember he's listening. You don't want to inflate his ego too much.
The Flash.
No, he was great to watch.
And he will be. Big shout out to the big fella. And Amanaki Nichols played back there a few times.
Of course, yeah.
And here we go. Sydenham now running the ball straight, running hard. I want to get rid of this so they're not going to. Maxie Hughes has been good. Playing out of position, he's impressed me. I know he's played a bit of first ball in his time, but he's doing a good job. And that's a nice nudge there down to halfway, just taking a bit of pressure off, getting inside, playing the territory game.
Yeah, I recommend Shearer earlier on for just doing that little nudge one way, then going the other, and Max did the same thing there and gave himself time. And like the Marist guys, he's made probably 40 metres.
Here we go. Marist Albion. We await changes. We await changes. Here it is. O'Callaghan's done well, the big Irishman. I know he's impressed you today, Neil. Some of the height they've shown and some of the play from that forwards of Marist Albion. Here he goes again. It's a nice tackle, isn't it, from Barnes? And Barnes into everything today. Meffin, two very good number 8s. Senior Div 1 rugby number 8s. Fiamatau. Up past halfway, that's huge. Just slipping and sliding his way through. Look at that. He got about 10-15 metres there. Shun. Miyake. Not held. A couple of times they haven't held on. Marist Albion hot on attack. Looking to swing the momentum back their way. Some nice play here. Shearer. Does he go short to O'Callaghan? No, he goes out the back. Little untidy. It's Frankie Mates the fetcher. Mates straightens. Mates with a step. Wonderful step. He is taken on a nice tackle. Beautiful to see it. Looks forward. Don't mind it at all. Penalty Sydenham. Huge play for them winning a penalty there. Whilst Marist Albion were coming in pretty hot now.
Yeah, that's right. As you were saying, Marist did attack that well, but the defence line was strong. So you obviously watched the game last night and thought we can do this too. That Elroy gone down. I think I saw Marist Tafana on the field, number 16. His Kialu gone off. That's number 1, so he's there.
So we'll just update you with the changes as they come in. We haven't seen any of any. Number 22 has come on to the field. Zachariah Spain. I've just picked that up. It's good to see me picking that up here.
What's he gone for?
It is my job, so yeah, Zachariah Spain has come on, and we will have confirmation as to which wing he has in fact came on for. He's on in 22. And Neil believes Harris Ratana has come onto the field. Anyway, play on. Hughes. Jew, hard to contain. What a run from him. Reminiscent to his opposite number, Fiamatau. Two very similar runs. Can he hold on to it? Of course he can. Barnes, still going. A barnstorming run from Barnes.
I knew that was coming.
Off the back fence. Hot and heavy. Here we go.
Marist Albion.
Running well. Here's Sydenham once again going forward. Brocklehurst. And with plenty of Div 1 rugby experience. Latu looking to get on penalty in front. Sydenham. Big play. They've gone early. Latu, they've gone early. They want to score here. They really do. The fact they've gone early, they want to get points. Had a chance for 3. They need 5. He's got his arm up again, the referee. Sydenham. Oh, and they can't hold on to it. They'll be disappointed. Wanted to play quickly, but they've got a chance here. They've had a really strong scrum, Neil. Do you think they set a scrum here?
Well, they're thinking about it. Connor Smith in the
What do you reckon? Big discussion. The Brains Trust. Huge discussion.
You're right. You picked it, Donny Bell.
How's that? That's better from me. Makuma, Brocklehurst and McClay. A meeting of minds.
Yes. Yep.
As they say, the panel's had a discussion and they said we're going to back our scrum. A couple of big props. big pressure here on Marist Albion. This is a huge moment here in the game, 21 playing 17. What a game we're witnessing here today. We're seeing it all now.
It's great, and great camera work here too. Look at that view.
A bit better than the wet day we saw New Brighton flog Sydenham. They said about that, the better for Sydenham anyway. New Brighton would have been happy.
A couple of years ago, it was a massive game of old boys. One of the great games of the
cold.
I've seen. Sydenham actually won that one.
Yeah, which is what you want. They've probably won fairly more than they lost, of course. Winning the final as well back in the year 2022.
Indeed.
As Richie Benno would say.
Yeah.
22.
I was actually struck by a guy, a Marist Albion supporter, who hated the fact that people aren't mentioning Albion enough.
Yes, and today we have all day. Or Albion Marist, some like to call it, and what did he say?
He didn't like people just saying Marist.
No, because it is too proud amalgamated clubs. Of course. Coming back to the play, Kieran McLeay's a good player, isn't he?
He is.
I can't wait to
He's fought back on the scale against Shearer. Shearer's played well as well.
Yeah, Shearer's been outstanding. 2 very good nines, and I can't wait to see a bit more of McLeay in the Heartland comp. Here we go, Latu. Just all day, he's a strong man. Big
Smith knew he was
centres.
coming, I think, Elliott Smith.
He did. Elliott Smith defended well. Can they defend Barnes? It's huge defence here from Marist Albion so far, and they go wide, and the loose head prop. Is he over? Is he over? He's not! Huge defence coming in here from Marist Albion. It will be a Sydenham loose head and feed. Imagine a try now in the lead they would build here now.
Yes, it would be good. Marist would no doubt come storming back, so 16 minutes gone. The rugby isn't stopping, is it?
No, and some brilliant defence. I will credit Marist Albion there, showing some very staunch goal line defence, and they had to in this game where they just haven't had a lot of chances. Sort of, there was a couple of times they would have wanted to capitalise Marist Albion. They scored 3 very good tries. Could have had at least 4 or 5 tries. Weren't able to quite convert. That comes down credit to Sydenham as well, but they'll just want to get down the other end. They'll want to use their outside backs as much as humanly possible, because that's where I can see them being a real problem. But here we go. Let's get back to Sydenham and what they're doing. Once again, they've got it off the scrum. Does Barnes go the number 8? He's going to be real hard to stop. Somehow they've held him out. And again they go. Harris. Sydenham still with it. Sydenham, can they get it to ground? Inches away. Still with the ball here. Big pressure coming from the Sydenham side. So far, Marist Albion holding them out. But the red and blues are coming, and they're coming fast. And here they go. Edging towards the try line here. Still with it. Phase play here from Sydenham. Stringing a few together with the ball in hand. Looking to go lower than a snake's belly now, Sydenham. Still with it.
Yes, boys!
As he can't held up, it's a mini win here. That is a mini win for Marist Albion. Huge pressure with a ball to Sean. No wonder they're happy. They have somehow held Sydenham off the try line.
The ref looks a bit hot, doesn't he?
Yeah, Stephen Laird. Just realised referee Stephen Laird.
He'll be warm
By
out
the
there.
looks of things. A very experienced referee. It would be very hard. Here we go, off the back. Finn Smith, huge run. Big body. Imagine trying to tackle that. And have they caused a turnover here, Marist Albion? I'm just waiting to see. Someone's out.
Oh, someone's out. That's me.
Someone's injured, so the referee's just holding up proceedings. It looks like Nefford, a very brave tackle was made, and the medics straight out. Some real physical contact here, Neil.
Yes.
Never like to see injuries in this game.
No.
Yeah, it was hard to see. It's sort of right, pretty low down, so we're just waiting. I was wondering what was happening here. Of course, 21 playing 17. We will get Neil to go around the grounds again very shortly, and we will update you. There's going to be a card here by the looks of things. It'll be yellow for a head high. Neil will inform us what's happening here, but
Yeah, that's coming
puts
from
a
the
bit more
cameraman.
pressure on. Yeah, that's come from the cameraman here. So let's just wait and see. The referee will give us more. Just checking the health of Nefford. Just I would have thought it is George Murphy that's got it. He's coming from the field.
He's a big, strong boy when you see him walking off the park there,
He's a
isn't he?
monster. He's bowled up, isn't he? It's a brave.
Oh, look who's coming on.
Yep.
Right.
Rowan O'Gorman, 349 games, playing in his 40s. A thing to be admired. It really is.
Well, the thing I like about him is he's like a few great players I've seen on Sydney.
Fine wine, I thought you'd have to say.
Well, you watch him in rucks, he'll be the man who will find the way to get out of it with the ball. He's so cunning.
We will just wait upon confirmation of that yellow card or not, because my understanding is, sorry, we pulled it back. Cameraman thought there may have been a yellow card. That is not the case. The intel was incorrect, and that's quite all right though. Gorman has come on for Methven, and we're going to get on with it. So it is a Sydenham loose head and feed 15, still playing 15. Apologies here to the viewers, but not an issue, but an issue here for Sydenham. They're unable to hold on to the ball. Hughes did everything right, and here we go, Marist Albion. They're going to use their dangerous outsides. Miyake, this is not what they wanted. Rollins up past the halfway line. Some strong defence here from Sydenham, but they have let Marist Albion. Something they haven't had is their hands on the ball and any meterage, and they've just given them a prime opportunity of being unable to hold on to the ball. So let's see what Marist Albion have got here. Beautiful hands. Here we go, the dangerous outside. Smith. Rollins still running. Big pressure now being put on the Sydenham side. Gillan. Big still out there doing a good job. Here's Shearer. He shows and goes. Shearer can't find Miyake. Miyake screaming for it on his outside, but he's still done well, Nick Shearer, and they've got the ball and they've got a reserve on its Jake Kingdom in the 22 jumper. He is playing half back. They give it to Kingdom again into half back. Viamata. Meant a nice tackle here from Sydenham. Wonderful ball retention from them here. And just as I say that, wonderful ball retention, the commentator's curse, Nick Shearer drops the ball. Loose head and feed to the bookends of Sydenham. Yep, got another injury here.
Aaron McVeigh isn't one down, but he doesn't look the best himself. There's a Sydenham player.
War of attrition in this last 20 minutes here as well, I'm sure. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a break here by the looks of things, Neil. Plenty going on in this one. Sydenham will be disappointed they couldn't capitalise before, because they look so good and they've put together a few really good tries. They'll be disappointed they couldn't get some more points down there before now.
Yes, they've had such a good run, but then you've got to recognise that Marist are a good team, and they defended well up there. I'll tell you a player I saw do when they came down the ground this way, Marist, a guy did a vital tackle coming back. He's quite achieving, that guy.
He's been huge today.
Yeah, a great player for us.
Wow, that's a big win. Southern 58, West Melton 7.
Here we go, get up!
Mayfield
Let's go, Gil! Go, Frank!
All my cousins with Mayfield.
Of course, they've got the top 4 of the country combined competition. So look to get an update on the top.
Let's go, Frank, get him up! Let's go, JD! Let's go, here we go! Go, Jim! Let's go, Gil, stay on! Lower John! Go now! Lower John!
Very strong scrum. Very strong scrum from Sydenham. Marist Albion certainly haven't let themselves down in that department. But a lot of pressure. Nice run from Whanganuku here. Very nice play down the sideline, getting some critical meters. Here's Barnes. And yeah, they're just holding on to it. I think
Marist did well to catch him.
They're going to have to beat the ball at some point, and they've nudged that in behind. That's a beautiful kick. Yeah, wonderful stuff from the Sydenham side. Next Hughes, and some pressure on it. Are they going to let Shawley go? They shouldn't run it here. And they managed to put him out. Put him near the touchline. Sydenham looking to blow over it. He's like Gorman looking to get under it. And what's the call? Penalty there, so we're disappointed with that.
Great taste, Daddy.
Really disappointed. All that pressure they asserted there from that good kick. What I don't think the kicker, Max Hughes, will be too impressive. Giving away a penalty after his beautiful
Gorman was in the middle of that.
Yes.
How they got the good one. Should be a lot of practice before the game.
He works very hard on his game, his fitness, his body, of course. Stanley Gorman. Too many props. Huge steal. Mental. Out with the ball. And 30 metres out. Wonderful again from Smith. The forwards impressing me here. They really are. It's a nice job. Now they go to Latu. Latu beats one. Latu inside the 22-metre line. Holds onto it. Nice that they didn't look to force the pass there. Here we go. Curtis McDonald looking to straighten Sydenham here. They just want to maintain a bit of composure. McClay. McClay goes. Who's with him? Who is with McClay? And Sydenham go over. Oh, very, very close to the try line. Of course, Marist Albion having to frantically defend here at Sydenham Park. Got a bit of work to do. Here comes Sydenham. They've held up the tight head. The ball come back. Sydenham go again.
Must be close.
Inches away. Some staunch defence so far. They're going to have to do more of it though here. Marist Albion is Sydenham. They are over, and it is a try to Sydenham. Connor Smith, well deserved. The captain, well deserved. Some brilliant pressure asserted there from the Sydenham side. Their attacking play has really impressed me. Marist Albion doing what they could, but could not defend that because Sydenham just kept coming. Plenty of power, precision. They didn't try and push any passes. Neil, a very well worked try there.
Yeah, high quality, wasn't it? High quality, everything they did there. Kieran McClay doing those little looks around and pressure on. Now let's see how Logan goes this time. Try and watch those touch stretches. He's a long way away from us. Talk behind the line, of course. That one's over.
No problems there.
28.
Yeah, so 28 playing 17. Marist Albion will believe here. They'll still have certainly a lot of belief. They've got plenty of experience, just as we see a few more substitutions. James Gillaine's impressed me with his play around the field in parts today, but one of the picks of the forwards for me before he went off was Meffin and Viamatau. Been good, but just seen one of the front rowers come on to have confirmation on a name and number there, but they'll look to inject a bit of life here into this game, just as we see. There's a bit going on here. Neil, so 17's on. Evan Tyndall is on properly, feeling new to the club.
Clearance by Logan there, he was under pressure.
He was in Sydenham now with the ball. Oh, almost a huge steal. They've put plenty of pressure on Viamatau and O'Callaghan.
Oh, do I see Kino
Been decent today. 4 very good locks on both sides. Shindy was kicking down, and now it goes down to Williams. Williams on the counter attack. Has he put that out on the full or not? He has not. There is some kick there from Williams. Now Marist Albion look to honk that back through. And it is Sydenham who come down with the ball. Stephen Leeds against Marist Albion. So that kick is paid off from Marist Albion to knock on, and it will be there. Loose head and feed. Plenty going on, but a kicking. Goodness me, it's bright out there. The autumn sun. Truly. Here and down, hard to see. I'm sure for some of these players.
Hold on to it, yes.
Somewhat, of course, nice and toasty warm here inside Sydenham Pavilion, watching.
I'm not sure my toes are warm, buddy, but the rest was okay.
Yeah, I was thinking still. So that's good scrum from Marist Albion. That's big kudos to the front row. Elliot Smith, we know he is one of the stars of this competition. And wide they go. Here we go. Price. Huge run from Nick Price. Wonderful play here from Marist Albion, doing what they do best. Heading towards the try on the green, black and whites of Marist Albion. Finally gets some ball and look dangerous. Shearer Smith running strongly. Big defence needed. when you start killing them out, they punish. We talked about how dangerous bet one are and that they can score from any area of the ground. And over they go. Marist Albion, huge play.
Yeah, I was impressed by the speed. Each player who took that ball seemed they had more speed than the one before. Very good play. Sydenham didn't have any time to arrange it.
We'll double check, we'll check down with the cameraman as to who that was that scored. I believe it was Nick Price, the winger, so we will go down and get confirmation on a number of who scored for Marist Albion, and a critical kick here for Shun Miyake, of course, 28 playing 22. Miyake, and referee, that looked really close, really good from here. Their touchdown, so we will get, as I mentioned, we will come back to you with confirmation of the try scorer. My understanding it was the wing Nick Price, so we have gone down onto the field to get confirmation. It is Nick Price. Look, focusing on him now, number 11, wonderful job there from the camera team here. And it is 28 playing 22. Neil, Marist Albion, that's how good they are, how quality aside they are. They just need a minute or two of ball and they can do that to you.
That reminded me of their first 30 minutes, that last play. And they hadn't really put it together so much since the first 30
No,
minutes.
they haven't.
Now they're back into it.
They haven't, and I guess this is what makes it such a good game. Swing momentum shifts. New Money here is still on, putting it on a shift. Number 20's come on for Sydenham. I will get a name, Silas Alti.
The other day they played three halfbacks.
Who's in the middle?
So Sydenham ball here, so an opportunity here off the line out 28 and 22 in this one. What a humdinger.
I think I
So
said
far
here
from Sydenham Park.
Stay to the middle! Stay there, Stay there,
Nichols throughout this game, and here we go, 19 to Sani. A few changes for Sydenham, of course. The reserves will be key here, and here they go, showing flashes of brilliance. Here's Williams. Sydenham with the ball, looking to hit back and put this one to bed. Of course, anybody's ball game here is Connor Smith. Nice work. Luke Ray around the field. Marist Albion looking to get over that. Who's got it here? Sydenham still got it.
Second player into Sydenham was very good.
How good has he been? He's had his hands on the ball all day. Here's McDonald. What's McDonald got lined up for us? He's a little slow here. Does get it back though. Sydenham remaining patient. Now they go wide. Nice run here from Tusani. Still with it. Alti. Smith.
Sidestep from Connor Smith.
Was indeed. Don't mind seeing it. Sydenham still with the ball. They're playing at the right end of the ground. Oh, the referee's got his arm up for a penalty here. This is a big play in the concept of the game. Now it is 19 to Asani. Marist Albion still scrapping. Well and truly made a real game of this one so far, these two teams.
Captain Donny Bell, would you take the
See
shot?
what I'd be doing, mate, with
6 ahead, I'd be
six
taking the
ahead,
shot.
you got it, don't you? I mean, it's
It's over this way a bit more than I thought it was.
it'd be silly not to. Of course they are. Oh, tell me they're not kicking it out. Tell me they're having a shot at goal here to go within 7 points here.
I think he's just looking for his...
That would have
one of the trainers there came on in the yellow.
Very odd decision. The trainer doing a good job out there. And look, the crowd has built up. We have seen more arrival. I have seen larger crowds, but I still think it's a pretty exceptional crowd here for a Div 1 senior game. Not a lot of parks around today, but we're not going to sit here and talk about car parking. Williams. Yeah. Does he miss that in front?
I think he did.
He cannot have missed that in front.
It wasn't quite in front, but yeah, he did miss it.
Hang on a minute. How you can't call that pretty much straight in front is beyond me. Shit. I cannot believe that he'll be disappointed there. He'll want to move on straight from that. His confidence will be Yeah, it'll be rock slightly there. He'll be disappointed, but Sydenham have got a game to play here. They're still 6 points up and still well and truly with a chance to put this one to bed, Neil. That has taken me by a real surprise. Apologies to the viewers. Barnes.
There's another way to get
But, yeah, but the poor guy, he'll be shattered. But yeah, I think Neil didn't quite say it, but he looked as mystified as I did when that was missed. But hey, it's not easy. Neither of us are goal kickers. Tell you what, Sydenham they would have put them past a converted try, so they'll look to move on. Things like this happen. You see the professionals, it happens, and this is wonderful. This is wonderful play from Sydenham. This is great team sport saying, righto, we missed a kick, let's get on with it, and let's come straight back at Marist Albion, and I love that, because Williams today has been simply outstanding. He is one of the players that has got Sydenham in this position. Here we go, O'Gorman has fought his way out and winning a penalty and running it. That is heart and soul of Marist Albion stuff there from O'Gorman after some beautiful counter-attacking play from Sydenham. So it is Marist Albion here trailing by 6 with the ball in hand. A quality game. Two quality sides who are throwing the kitchen sink at this one. Here they go. Marist Albion. It's main tackles and looking to get over the ball here, Sydenham. Marist Albion still with it. They have the door's still open for both teams here. Penalty Marist Albion. Are we seeing the momentum shift swing here, Neil?
That'll look an NBA flop to me, but I haven't passed on Sydenham.
Body language!
Yeah, I think Sydenham will be tired from
Got
a
6
lot of
minutes,
position
boys.
to
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
Come
on, Johnny, stay in it, mate! Leapo! You get Frankie here,
This has been some exceptionally quality rugby. We've been very lucky to have seen a showcase like this unfold. Still more to come. Anyone's game, anyone's chapter, still yet to be written.
There's been a bit of delay, so the 37 minutes showing we've probably got a bit more
Huge turnover before from, of course, Marist Albion side. He's got his arm up. And O'Gorman again. It's like he knows he's on television today. It's been huge. And here we go. Tyndall. Size Tyndall. Yaki. Referee comes back for the Marist Albion. You're thinking a line out here, Neil?
I think, well, what you've said, that they're very strong in the corner, so I'm sure
Get him up, Price, get him up here!
quite a few there starting forwards off now. So
Go boys, go! Now we get up!
It's getting pretty tense out there. Still anyone's game. Matahu takes that nicely. Here come Marist Albion with the rolling mate. They've been very good at this off the line now. We saw it especially in the first 30 minutes of this game. Marist Albion, of course, O'Gorman's got it nicely controlled here at the back. Still going forward, some big pressure coming on from the Marist Albion side. Sydenham having to defend, and they do. They managed to get that to ground. Marist Albion still with the ball. Here's Elliot Smith. Working hard. Some game we've seen out here. Marist Albion with it, 28 playing 22. Nice face play. Open the ball heading towards the centre of the posts. They keep coming, Sydenham looking to get their hands over the ball here. Almost got a turnover, couldn't quite. Elliot Smith straightens to keep it near the horns. Booms. Marist Albion edging closer. Here Matahu, some nice defence here from Sydenham. Still with the ball. That's a big tackle there from Sydenham, had to be made.
his arms out wide there for some.
Yeah. Watching closely, I'm sure. Still with it. Still with it here. Edging towards the try line. Tyndall. Though again, they're using the one-off runners. They're not going too wide here. We can see Shimiaki barking instructions. Big turnover. Big turnover here from Sydney. A penalty to Marist Albion. It looked like Sydenham had done all the hard work. And when I say no for, of course, Sydenham, but a huge play for Marist Albion. A chance. They'll be going to the line out. They need the try. They need a converted one at that. And Shun makes no mistake. And they'll look to get that strong line out rumbling once again. A critical penalty there to Marist Albion.
Reminded that timer on the screen is just straight running time, so it'll be 3 or 4 minutes for a few we've had in the second half.
Thank you there for the update. Now Gorman finds his man in the killer, and Marist Albion rumbling forward. Here they come. Some nice play here from them. Off the back comes O'Gorman. And Sydenham have got it. Sydenham have got the ball here. His arm up. I'm waiting to see who's penalised. He's penalised Sydenham again. And just waiting here for the referee. A penalty to Marist Albion. And he's talking to the Sydenham players who have defended very, very well for the last minute or two, because Marist Albion have looked dangerous. Their lineouts look perfect the last few minutes. Their drive, Shun screaming. Now, talking to the referee.
Yes, Sydenham, would you take a risk and throw your number 2 up in the air here?
A call here, Neil. It's not a bad shout.
Gorman might be a bit smart.
He's been in this situation many a time, of course. Marist Albion showing some great patience here. Some real control.
He does go down there.
He does. He's got the confidence to do it. He's got a shot to the back. Big pressure coming on. It is. O'Gorman 16. They're heading towards the try. Now some real work to do from Sydenham. Kick to come. Could be on the full-time siren. That is a big try to Marist Albion. Over they go. Well worked. You could see it coming, Neil. Fantastic piece of play from them.
Yeah, that must be it's painful.
Yeah, I realised as soon as I saw it, and I really do feel for the guy, but my comment, I was shocked at the time, and I thought that could really count against them. Shimiaki, pretty confident kicker. Be very interesting to see if this is in fact full time or not. And here we go, Shun. Between the sticks and Marist Albion get the job done. A try on full time, converted by Miyake, and Marist Albion have done it. Absolutely devastating for Sydenham, but what a win for Marist Albion. Critical in some game we have just witnessed here. 29 points to 28. Marist Albion taking this one in the dying seconds there over Sydenham. Neil, pretty tough to sum that one up. It'd take more than a couple of words, I think. That was a brilliant spectacle of rugby football out there today.
Well, it was, wasn't it? If you reflect on the whole game, first 30 minutes all Marist, next probably 30 Sydenham, and back and forwards, and then probably the last 10 back to Marist again. And both teams did well when they were in the dominance. How would you take this? Well, I guess they are back a bit in the competition in Sydenham, so they would have loved to have won it. But I think you'd have to go back when you're Donny. It's the first time you've probably seen this year. Think, well, Sydenham have got a pretty good team. It's not the end of the effort.
No, they can hold their heads well and truly high. They, in fact, in huge parts of this game looked like the better side. They played terrific rugby. They played smart rugby. They held on to the ball. In fact, they starved Marist Albion for the last 10 minutes of the first half, and give or take the first 25 of the second half. They absolutely starved them of possession and territory. And a lot of credit's got to go to Sydenham. They were nothing but outstanding today in terms of stepping up and surprising everybody. We knew they were a quality side. But, Marist coming off, putting close to 100 points on the inside, knew they were going to be up against it, and the composure they showed, O'Gorman huge at the end, and just the Marist Albion composure, led by guys like Shumbiaki in the forward pack, just knowing exactly how to win and close out big games is why they are a quality side, and a side that we've seen a lot from, especially over the last 5 years, and we knew they had the talent to score at any moment and at any time. So I think it just made for a fantastic game all up. Really hard. Sydenham defended really well at the end, but the penalties just started to mount over the past few minutes.
He mounted when O'Gorman came on. He is such a strategic player, isn't he? He knows how to look the referee. He knows what to tell his teammates. He took that very quick penalty, which got them probably 70 metres down the field. There's still room for brains and rugby.
There is indeed, and he could well have his 350th coming up, which will be a record. But just to talk about that, you've got to feel for the home side, Sydenham, but at the same time, you've just got to credit what is a quality Marist Albion team, and just talk about a great game of rugby in the sunshine, 29, the play 28, and this, we will get a table update now and the score update really quickly before we wrap up. I feel absolutely humbled to have been invited down to witness just what has been a terrific game of rugby football. That's the only way to talk about it. Two quality sides. Kudos to Marist Albion, obviously, to close it out at the end. Old boys, I'm not sure if these have been wrapped up yet, but 30 to 22 over the University of Canterbury currently. Them with 42-31 over the Surge of Belfast in that game. Still leading it. Sydenham, of course, have gone down 29-28. Brighton 24-16. Christchurch 35 down inside up on them 63-35, and that one will be done. Then Sunday beating the Shield 14 points to 30. They've come back into that. So the ladder may still need to be updated. That may well take Marist Albion into the first place, but just waiting on a confirmation of those final results. And Sydenham, who were sitting in fifth, would have got a losing bonus point, I think, there, Neil. Within 7 points.
True.
Yeah, so they'll take the losing bonus point.
Being Sydenham Park, I'll just quickly go through the team for Sydenham. I thought played well.
Yeah,
so the front row, Robbie again great in the front row with Makomba, an up-and-coming Fijian star. Hopefully, in that statement we talked about the game. Brocklehurst and Smith, you couldn't get better. You can see Rob Brocklehurst going to Nicholas' son or nephew out there. Him and Smith were right up there. Josh Potmore, straight out of Colts last year. Number 7's a tough position. He was right in the mix as always. We saw Mr. Dew do some good stuff around the about midway through the second half. He was very pumped. And Dorian Barnes, we talked about a lot. Great, played right up the stand that he should be at, which is wonderful to watch. The backs, Kieran McClay, he's just been doing a big talk to the Sydenham boys. I'm sure he's saying we were so close, boys, we're not going to give up here. And he played well against a very good player, Marist. Max Hughes, good game first 5, wasn't it, Donny?
Very, very outstanding.
The wingers, Fanganuku and Tapu Weather. Fanganuku did a couple of good runs through there. And the midfield backs we knew were going to be quality. Matu probably the player of the day for me. But that try from Donald, great try, that'll be right up there with his very best. And of course, exciting watching Logan Williams, such a young boy playing at fullback. So I don't go away disappointed. I'm excited by the Sydenham team well played, and the reserves who came on were giving plenty as well.
Winchester.
Head a little bit lower.
Yeah, head a little bit lowered. For me, for Marist Albion, we've talked about how much heart Sydenham showed and how well they played. For Marist Albion, guys like Fia Matahu, O'Callaghan, outstanding. Meffin when he was on. Shearer and Miyake were key. Nick Price, brilliant. Elliot Smith, all of these guys, they're just a wonderful team performance from them and so much composure, maturity. O'Gorman, monumental when he came on in a very well coached side. Benny Blair and guys like that just that are out there. Ross Kennedy, another one. And here's a pretty happy supporter here from Marist Albion by the looks of things. But look, brilliant game of senior rugby. They held on. They never stopped fighting, Marist Albion, to take the win. But incredibly grateful to be here. Hopefully I haven't fully cursed them. Sydenham have actually played really well in front of me here, so I might get invited back because of the fact that they scored a bonus point, a losing bonus point, and were outstanding.
We're getting closer.
Played some of their best rugby today, Neil. So I'm going to wrap things up unless you've got anything else to say on this one.
Just want to say thank you, Donny. You fired us all up in here, and poor old Ash is trying to take the scaffolding down while finishing the live stream, so we'll have to get off. So you say goodbye to the crowd, and that's it.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the wonderful team here at the Sydenham live stream team. I'm always honoured and very privileged to be invited along. Wonderful experience. Neil, it is an absolute hoot commentating with you. I always really enjoy it. And yeah, so lucky to have witnessed such a great game of rugby football here in the Kentstaff Metro Premier competition. Brought to you, of course, by the Hornby House of Travel. We will leave you to it today. Ladies and gentlemen, from us, this is Donny Bell signing out. Matewa.
Good night.